morning and welcome to day 2 of the Great Norfolk Broads Adventure 2. The day is the 5th of April. The time is rather late, 5 to 11 in the morning, and what a difference a bit of a day makes. It's really nice outside. It was a wee bit of an overcast, misty start, but the sun's broke through. There's quite a bit of blue cloud about, light breeze, and yeah, it's really nice. How was the first night on board? Well, it was comfortable, very comfortable. Settled down last night and went out like a light, which is hardly surprising since the early start I had. But yeah, I was really surprised at how well I slept. I've actually been up for a wee while, and we've just been taking it easy, because today what we are going to attempt to do is we're going to head down to Great Yarmouth and across Breydon Water and into the southern Broads. Now we're not sure if the final destination today will either be Alton Broad or Beccles, but it's certainly going to be one of those two. It kind of also depends what time we actually manage to make the crossing across Breydon Water, because we have to get under the 2 low bridges at Great Yarmouth. Now, I'm kind of going to be doing it a wee bit wrong here. Ideally, when you go down to Great Yarmouth, you want to hit it at low tide, or slack waters, what's called, where the tide's neither coming in or going out. The problem is that that's not going to happen until about 3:15. That's low water at 3:15, which would give us the maximum clearance under the bridges. But if we leave it that late, we're probably not going to make Beccles. We might make Alton Broad, but we definitely wouldn't make Beccles. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it slightly wrong, and we're going to set off early. Head on down there. We'll leave here about 12 o'clock. Hopefully get to Great Yarmouth maybe about 1:30, 2, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be space under the bridge for us to get under. So we'll have an outgoing tide helping us down to Great Yarmouth. The problem is that when we turn to cross Breydon Water, that outgoing tide, which helps us going down there, we'll have to work against. So for a few hours. But if we can get under the bridges, this will be very helpful, because we can definitely make Beccles for tonight's overnight mooring. Well, obviously at the moment we're still moored at Acle. Actually, we're just outside Horizon Craft boatyard, and it's actually a lovely wee quiet mooring this. Last night's dinner in the bridge inn, oh yeah, I have heard many things about that bridge inn, but I've never had an opportunity to actually moor anywhere near it before in order to try it. Well, we got moored last night. We went for it, and it is a reputation deserving. Let's put it that way. The quality was spot on. Everything was homemade. You know, even the tomato sauce, the mayonnaise, the coleslaw, everything was all homemade, apparently. It was glorious. The portions were massive, so much so that we could barely finish our main courses, even the merest mention of a sweet or a dessert was just like, no, it really wasn't going to happen. So yeah, I'm really glad I finally managed to go there and try that, and I would thoroughly recommend it to anybody wanting to visit the Broads, make a point of going to the Bridge Inn at Acle. If you can get moored there, it's definitely worth the journey down to try it. And who knows, we might even nip back at some point before the end of the holiday to try and have another meal there. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But yeah, I would definitely go back, and it was fantastic. Not a lot happened last night because obviously by the time we got all settled in and moored up and went for dinner and came back, you know, it had been a long day for all of us, and we were all just pretty sort of shattered. So nothing really exciting happened at all apart from going out for dinner. But yeah. First impressions of the boat, now that I've sort of spent a couple hours piloting it, spending the night on board, very comfortable, and for a 40-foot boat with 2 bedrooms and 2 ensuite bedrooms at that, with 2 showers, very spacious actually. They've managed to squeeze a lot into this boat and yet still give a lot of living space and galley space. I mean, for a galley on a boat, you know, it's a good sized galley, you know. But yeah, so that is how we stand at the moment. We're just all sort of getting ready. I'll probably have another quick cup of coffee, fill up the water, which is something I like to do on a daily basis after all our showers and everything like that. So thankfully we're just moored up by a water point, which was a bit lucky, just over there. So we don't actually need to go hunting for water. We can just grab the water here before we leave, and that'll be it. So it's going to be probably another quite long day once we get going, but if we can get across under the bridges at Great Yarmouth, it's going to be good, you know. Hopefully the sun will stay out, and yeah, it's looking like an absolutely lovely day today, you know. Like I say, it's not quite as warm as, you know, we would like it to be, but there's just still a bit of a nip, an April nip in the breeze that's blowing. But yeah, so that's really all I've got to say at the moment. Just updating you and keeping you informed on what's happening and where we're going. So long day, good night, lovely dinner, and until I speak to you later, I shall speak to you later. Okay. Bye for now.
There's no place I'd rather be, lingering in the ocean blue. I'd surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon, flying by on a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Ah, Viki Viki Mai Rohi Rohi, Inna lulu la 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 ita la na na hede hede mai tato he. There's no place I'd rather be, on golden sand is where I live. I'd play till the sun sets beyond the horizon. It's time to try the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Hang loose, hang thin, hustle, shake and shotgun. No worry, no fear, ain't no biggie brother. Cutting in, cutting up, cutting back, cutting out. Right side, back side, moving footed right out. Let's get jumping, surfs up and pumping, coasting with the motion of the ocean. Whirlpool swirling, cascading, twirling. Hawaiian roller coaster ride. place I'd rather be, lingering in the ocean blue. I'd surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon, flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Ah, biki biki mai rohi rohi, ina la 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 la, la 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 ita la na na. Hede hede mai tato e.
Okay, hello, just a wee update. I'm sorry I've not been really saying much today. It started out such a lovely day, and we headed away from Acle down towards Great Yarmouth about 10 to 12. Unfortunately, what happened was as we set off, the wind picked up, and it got very bad actually. We got down under the bridges at Great Yarmouth. Wasn't too much of a squeeze, but there was plenty of room, you know. So you might have actually seen that on the video already. So we got under the bridge at Great Yarmouth, but it was almost like somebody flipped a switch after we went under the Vauxhall Bridge, and the wind just picked up incredibly. It also got very, very cold and very windy. I knew we would have problems fighting the current after we turned Breydon Water, but yeah, it turned out to be really, really bad. We were full throttle and we were barely doing 5 miles an hour, you know, when we should have been hitting 9. So that gives you a wee bit of an idea how strong the current was that we were fighting. And unfortunately, although the sun came out on semi-regular occasions, and it was nice when the sun was out, just that wind, it would have been impossible to have spoke to you and said anything, you know. You wouldn't have heard me. You would have just heard a massive noise on the camera, and I couldn't go into the boat and say anything because the noise of the engine running at full throttle, which I had to run at in order to keep going because against the strong current, made the interior very quite noisy. And once again, you would have barely heard me over the acoustic vibrations of the noise of the engine inside the boat. So it was a nice crossing, and it was a nice journey down to Beccles, but just the sheer strength of the wind made it really difficult to do any sort of camera work. However, the time is currently knocking on 5 to 8. The wind has died completely. The rivers have gone completely calm and is turning into, I don't know if you can see that just behind me, an absolutely beautiful evening. We're trying to do a wee bit of time lapse on the sun setting behind us. That may or may not work, and we may or may not be able to put this into the video. So you might see that after this, or you might not. But yeah, it's turning into lovely, and we're at Beccles. We actually made it down here, no problems, and we've had a beautiful dinner cooked up by the resident gourmet chef, Lorna, and it was absolutely, it was glorious, roasted pork. So yeah, we are at Beccles, and let me just give you a wee show you what's here. You know, that's all the boats down there, you know, and you can see on the river just how calm that is now, you know. It's totally reflections, you know, whereas just a few hours ago that was all choppy and churned up with the wind, and it was, you know, we were getting bow slap, you know, and we were having problems mooring because what happened was that because we're quite a tall boat, we came in stern on, but the wind was hitting us side on, so it was throwing the front of the boat forward, so we had a wee bit of a problem mooring, but we're kind of sorted now, and we're keeping an eye on the back end of the boat, make sure it doesn't hit the key headings as the tide comes in. But yeah, it was, apart from the wind, you know, which was a bit strong and it was unfortunate, it was a really pleasant cruise down the river, you know. And when the sun came out, it was actually very nice, and it was quite warm in the sun as well. So yeah, so I apologise for not getting much vlogging done, but hopefully you'll have seen some footage of the journey down. And yeah, tomorrow it's going to be, we're going to have a wee think about it, but we'll maybe do a wee explore into Beccles tomorrow, and we possibly might go out to Surlingham Broad tomorrow, which is it's my favourite place in the Broads, so I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully the weather will hold, and if we have an evening like this, you know, it will be absolutely stunning location to moor up for the evening. But like always, I shall keep you informed tomorrow, and if weather permits, I shall keep you informed throughout the day. But in the meantime, yeah, sorry I didn't do much talking to the camera, but hopefully you've seen some good footage of the journey down, and yeah, I'll give you another wee look at the sky as the sun sets, and I shall speak to you tomorrow. Okay, until later, speak to you later.